Murphy. Screen pass. And it goes to Mays. Following his block and Pinky the block. And he takes it down to the Los Angeles 11.
Welcome back to the control room. It is our third episode and we have our first athlete here today. His name is Kofi. I don't want to mess up the last name.
Amichia.
Yeah. We went over it, y'all. I promise I messed it up, but Amichia.
It's all good.
Kofi Amichia. So we're gonna keep it rolling. So my first question I always ask, where are you from?
From Riverdale, Georgia, south side of Atlanta.
Another south side?
Went to high school on the north side and McEachern up in Powder Springs, so I'm a little bit all over the place.
I went to school in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
Oh! What college did you go to?
I went to the University of South Florida down in Tampa, Florida.
Now see, how you gonna say something about Florida and then you went to school in Florida?
Jacksonville technically the country. Y'all really out there in no man's land. Y'all, Florida barely claim y'all, so.
Don't even.
Hey, we gonna keep it that way. I ain't gonna say nothing else though. We just gonna keep it that way.
Listen, okay.
I love Jacksonville. I love the Jacksonville folks, so it's cool.
Yeah, I love Tampa too, and I actually considered going to University of South Florida too, so.
Yeah, why didn't you?
Yeah, I like Savannah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Savannah's pretty cool. Got a beach, you know.
I mean, Tampa got a beach too. We got Riverwalk. We got all that. But I feel you though.
I'm missing out.
No, you good.
Okay.
Stay over there in Savannah. You good.
So, like, did you always like want to go pro? Like, walk me through the steps of going pro. Like, how did that go?
I'm not even gonna lie. At first, I really wanted to be in the NBA. I didn't even want to play football. It was too much contact.
Y'all can y'all tell? He's super tall. Like,
I'm average height. She over his average.
Nah, I'm little, but he's tall. So
definitely average.
Basketball,
height.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to be in the NBA, but I ain't grow too tall, so.
I mean, you can still try.
I mean, I'm a little bit too heavy now, so it ain't gonna work like that.
I mean, you could.
I'ma just stick where I'm at.
You didn't want to go. You want to go basketball.
Yeah.
So how you get to football, or how we get to?
I would say in high school, around my 11th grade year, I kind of realized like football would be a better opportunity for me, get a scholarship, go to college and whatnot. So I kind of just put basketball on the back burner and just stuck to football, really concentrated on it, concentrated on my moves, gaining weight, all that stuff. And then offers just started rolling in, so I just stuck with it.
Did you do it purposely just to go to school for a ride, or did you do it because, oh yeah, I could go to school, it could be an opportunity, or you just, I knew I was big enough, I was strong enough, so I just went for it so I could go to school?
At first, it was really just to get a full ride, honestly. I just wanted to make sure my school was paid for. And I feel like, even though I could probably have good grades, that was a real good opportunity for me to have everything taken care of. So I just really took it serious in that sense. And then it just started taking off from there after I said my sophomore year in high school.
Whenever you decided this, whenever pro came up, were you like, okay, well, let me start training, or how did that go? Were you already considered?
Like thinking about the pros? Yeah, I would say that came, really around my junior year of college too, because my first couple years, I ain't gonna lie, I was just enjoying the scholarship, like just out there chilling, eating the food and whatnot, you know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
You know how that calf be.
Yes,
but I would say after I started my first couple games, I was like, you know what, I can actually do this, so let me take it serious, because not that many people get this opportunity, especially from Riverdale, Georgia. Like, not that many people even like get to play college football. So I was like, I might as well take it as far as I can, and it just took off from there.
Dang. I did something wrong, y'all.
Nah, you definitely doing something right.
I'm just saying. So, describe to me like a regular day in your football life, training.
A regular day in season or off season?
In season.
In season, I would say the longest day would probably be like a Wednesday, because Monday and Tuesday, that's the days after the game, so we really get it off. But a Wednesday, that's like kind of when we get back into practice, so we might have like a 7 a.m. breakfast. You got your first meeting by either 7:30 or 8, depending on how they feeling that week. And then you pretty much got meetings for like 3 hours. and then after that, you hit the practice field for a couple hours. Then you have some more meetings. Then you eat, and then you finally home around like 5, 6.
In the afternoon?
Yeah.
What
and if
time
you're
did we start this?
We started around 7.
Oh, wow.
And if you're a rookie, you got extra meetings, so you don't get home till like 8 or 9. But like after you're a rookie, it's kind of straight though. It really ain't that bad.
So, okay, is that stressful on you during this in season? Like,
I wouldn't say it's too stressful because like you really just gotta stay off your phone and just get locked into what you're doing. If you kind of just trying to answer text messages too much, be on social media too much, you ain't really gonna be focused on what you're doing. You're just trying to get out the facility or whatnot, and then that's when the problems arise and stuff like that. So I feel like as long as you stay focused, it's pretty much straight. You just gotta pay attention.
what's something that you would tell somebody coming in, like maybe that's a rookie or has been doing this for a little while? Like, what's something that you would tell them? What's one piece of advice you would give them?
I would say for a rookie coming in, they would definitely need to save their money a little bit. A lot of rookies coming in thinking they could just buy anything they want to because they got their first check, and don't do that because it ain't gonna get out
budgeting.
good. Yeah, because the way the NFL work, you can really be there 1 week and the next week you gone. So it's like, and when you gone, that contract is done. So like, you really need to make sure you save that money. At least until you.
To everybody.
Yeah.
To even regular people. Save your money,
sure.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Now, obviously, we know that there's a lot going on. And so my question for you would be, like, as far as since, like, Colin Kaepernick and stuff, like, how's the climate been for, like, your team and just, like, the morale with the team?
Well, I didn't get there till December last year, so it was a couple of years removed from the Kaepernick situation. And the coaches that's there now wasn't there when he was there, so it's they kind of don't really talk about it too much, but now that all this police brutality is going on, I'm pretty sure it's going to come up a lot when we get back. But as for right now, when I was there, it was just pretty much chill. Like, everybody was cool with each other. We didn't really have no problems. White people, black people, Spanish people, it was unified. So
did the conversation ever come up? Was it ever, like, talked about, or was it just kind of something that y'all, like, kind of swept under the rug, we didn't really touch on, or it was kind of like eggshells?
You mean the Kaepernick situation or the whole
just
situation
everything,
now?
all in general, with everything that's going on now, back then?
When I first got there, we didn't really talk about it because, we was in season. Like I said, it was a couple years old, but ever since the George Floyd thing happened, like, we be on Zoom meetings a lot. The head coach, he'll come in, see how everybody doing, make sure we straight. And he pretty much told us straight up, if y'all want to protest, that's cool, I'm with that because I don't really like what's been going on either. So I feel like y'all should fight for y'all right. But if they start rioting, y'all need to get up out of there. So
right.
He pretty much cool with everything. I feel like all the coaches cool with everything right now. So
well, that's good. It's good to know that they're showing support and supporting you guys through this.
For sure. That way nobody's nervous to even speak up about it.
Right, because I know it could kind of be stressful, or you could feel like, or people could feel like they're walking on eggshells coming into next season, like with everything that's going on. So it's good to know that your coaches are supporting you guys through that, and that they got y'all back.
Sure. Yeah, because we definitely don't want to be quiet about that, especially what's going on.
Do you feel like with the position that you're in and who you are right now, do you have a voice, like, to change?
I feel like I got a little bit of a voice, because I'm not really like the big time player, you know what I'm saying? But even though I'm there, like, me saying something does like kind of help a little bit. Yeah. So I'm definitely not trying to be quiet about it. Definitely letting people know they can sign any petition they need to.
Right.
Send emails to the Louisville Police Department, Minnesota, anything they need to do, whether you need to protest or what. Just make sure you're doing something. If you just staying quiet, then you basically ain't on our side. So.
Right.
And you don't want to do that right now.
Yeah, that's not what the move is.
Definitely not the move.
This is not the chance to be quiet. This is not the time to be quiet. This is not the time to be silent. It's the time to speak up. We wanted our voices heard, so this is the perfect time.
Definitely.
Yeah. I do want to switch gears a little bit because y'all know I'm kind of into the behavior and psychology thing. But I do want to know, like, what are, like, some of the psychological effects of playing football? Like, I personally know some people who it was very hard for them to transition from
football to the regular life.
So I'm curious to know, like, what are really the psychological effects on it?
I really haven't had the transition fully. I've had little spurts where I might have like been out of it a little bit, but I can definitely. I remember younger, I didn't really see why people had problems with it because football is just a game. It's just something you do. But
Right.
but when you put so much effort into it, so much time working out and stuff like that, it's kind of like hard to just like be like, all right, I'm gonna go work the 9 to 5 because you used to
Right.
getting up at 7 a.m., 6 a.m. to go run, go eat, go to class. Like your whole day's pretty much mapped out. Now that you got a whole bunch of freedom, yeah, at first it's cool because it's like I can do whatever I want to. I can pull up on anybody. I can do what I want. But now it's like, but after a while, it gets to the point where it's like, all right, I kind of miss hitting people. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of miss lifting weights. I kind of miss being in the locker room with the guys just talking because you got to realize on the football team it's like 100 dudes. So
It's
you get a
family.
lot, exactly. You get a lot of different personalities too. But you working at 9 to 5. Might get some weirdos, so it's like environment. So a lot of people they don't make that transition too well because they kind of just used to, being on that schedule and only having a coach tell them what to do. You go to 9 to 5, you might have Bob, your coworker, telling you what you need to do, and you ready to fight, but you can't because that's how you're getting paid. So it's like
Right.
people after a while they made that transition pretty smooth, but at first it is rough for a lot of people.
Yeah. If you could go back, would you still go pro since you went to college, or would you choose to just take my degree and go do something else?
I think I definitely would still go pro.
Definitely
Yeah. I mean, because you got to realize this is a once in a lifetime experience. So
Yeah.
to be able to get to that level and then just say no, it's kind of slap in the face to everybody that helped you get there. Even if you don't want to do it, like you kind of at least got to put your foot in the door, see how it
somebody.
is. Exactly. Like your
Just-
parents help you out, your coaches help you out. You never know who helped you, who been back scenes to help you out. So you got to just take a step, get up in there, and see how it is.
Yeah. So I want to know, what's like your worst injury you've had?
My worst injury. Well, I had two really bad ones, so I'm gonna just say both of them.
Oof.
So in high school, right before my senior year, spring ball, I had broke my arm. That's how I got the scar on my arm. And then I'll say my freshman year of college, I had dislocated my kneecap.
Oof.
Yeah. So I done had two kind of bad injuries, but by the grace of God, I was able to bounce back. So
Amen.
Amen.
So outside of football, like in your downtime, what do you do?
I do a couple different things, Main thing I'll say, listen to music. I got a couple homeboys that's producers and that's rappers, so I kind of critique their music a lot or whatever. I feel like
You an A&R.
definitely,
Oh!
you know what I'm saying.
Kofi's an A&R, y'all.
Might as well get my label started pretty soon, you know what I'm saying.
Listen, y'all heard it here first. I keep telling y'all. Y'all heard it here first.
Big moves.
Yes.
But I do that. I play a lot of video games, I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of my
What you play?
play Call of Duty,
Of
Madden.
course.
What you saying of course for? Like what you be
Everybody
playing?
Well, I don't play anything anymore. But I
Ah.
like Grand Theft Auto, and I like Call of Duty too. I ain't gonna lie. Fortnite kind of cool.
Play Fortnite? Yeah, those probably like my two main things. And then I was an IT major in college, so I kind of be trying to keep up with that a little bit.
You
know,
do like coding and stuff?
a little bit,
A little bit?
Yeah, I try to.
Mom, he does coding.
I'm
My mom's in
alright.
IT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit her up then when I get out of the league, see what she can do for me then.
She can do a lot.
Yeah.
She can do a lot.
Okay then, I'm
Shout out
gonna
to
definitely
you,
hit her
Mom.
up then.
Yeah.
I actually got a couple homies in the league that did that too, so.
Yeah, IT is a really big business, and it's something that a lot of African American people don't get into because they're not really exposed to it.
Yeah.
But it's really a great field to be in. You're always gonna have a job.
For sure. Like, I feel like a lot of kids nowadays need to get into that because you're never going to be out of a job with that because technology is everywhere. Like whether you want to code, you want to do firewalls, you want to do internet security, cybersecurity, all that.
Cybersecurity is
That's really going to be
dumb
where it's
stupid.
at. Like I
Yes.
feel like a lot of kids need to get into that, but kids going to be stuck some time. So we're
Yeah.
going to see what they do.
I mean, that
'Cause I
might be
was-
something you could.
It might be. I might start a little academy or something like that. You
I
never
like
know.
it. Kofi Academy.
Meech Academy.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Meech. Yeah.
Meech Academy.
Yeah.
I like that better.
I know you do.
I like that. I like that.
But nah, yeah, that would be something smooth to do because, like I said, technology always gonna be around us. So
So if you had to choose any other like profession, what would it be? IT.
Definitely IT. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, cause
I've
you
been
really,
thinking about it.
you really don't even have to work the whole day. You working IT. You can just
Right.
do a couple things. You gone.
I know. It's so cool. But
You
I
sound like you done did it before. Like you done dabbled up
well,
in
I
there.
know my mom's been working at IT her whole life. Well, all my life.
Yeah.
I've been born. She's been working at IT, and I've seen a lot of things that she's done. I also took like a couple coding classes in high school, so I do know a little something, and I think it's kind of cool. I like technology, but I just never took it and ran with it. But they are
Why you ain't
having
never
some,
take it around with it though?
I don't know, but they're offering classes on Harvard right now,
Yeah, I heard.
so I am definitely gonna take advantage of that.
Sign up. Stop playing.
Come on, I want to go to Meech Academy.
We ain't accepting you.
Stop it.
I'm playing.
So my last question is gonna be, what should we be looking forward to from you in the future?
You mean like business wise?
Anything, business.
I got a couple things that's kind of in the works. It's not set in stone yet, but I will probably have an IT company pretty soon. Kind of been in talks with it with some of my people, so stay tuned. It might be out there pretty soon.
I think that's great.
It's gonna
I
be
support.
great. I would hope so.
Y'all, we gotta get this man out of here. Well, that concludes our interview. I thank you so much for being here.
No, thank you
It's
for
been
having me.
Awesome. I'd like to say special shout out to Moore Enterprise, Miss Moore herself, my
For sure,
publicist,
for sure.
you know what I'm saying? She always handles the business, you know. And we're gonna give a special shout out to 940 Events for allowing us to use the studio. Yeah. And before you go, click the subscribe button down at the bottom. I'm gonna stop yelling now, but click the subscribe button down at the bottom. I promise you, I got so much more for you guys. I promise you. And yeah, that's all I got. Follow me and NayB with 3 underscores. You did. You already know what's going on. And Kofi, I ain't get your Instagram, but y'all follow Kofi at
K_Meech75.
Meech, y'all. It's the Meech.
Stop
Meech
playing with me.
Academy. All right. See y'all later.